And just before we close, another narrative pushed by the PNP during their media conference was that this was a close election. Yeah. No doubt that narrative was pushed by Mark and Date in a bid to stave off talk in their party about a potential challenge or or a call for new leadership in their party. But a couple of facts must be placed on the table. The Jamaica Labour Party won the election by a comfortable 7 seats. We won the popular vote by over 10,000. And every political pundit who knows politics in Jamaica will know that there are several seats that you look to in a general election to decide or to evaluate where the election is going. I'll list about 9 of them, and in all 9, the Jamaica Labour Party won decisively. Whether you call it weather vane seats or swing seats, the Jamaica Labour Party prevailed decisively. East Rural St. Andrew won by over 800 votes. Southwest St. Elizabeth won by 1,240 votes. West St. Mary, Jamaica Labour Party prevailed by over 900 votes. And there are a number of them, including West Central St. James. The Jamaica Labour Party won by 700 votes. If you look to St. Anne Southwest, the Jamaica Labour Party won by over 2,170 votes. St. Anne Northwest, the Jamaica Labour Party's candidate, Crystal Lee, won by over 500 votes. So the attempt by Baden Campbell and Mark Golding to suggest that this was a close election and they just fell short is another bid by the PNP to pull the wool over the eyes of the people of Jamaica. And some clarity must be had. This was not a close election. The people of Jamaica decisively rejected the lies and misinformation from the PNP and chose the party of Dr. Andrew Holness, the Jamaica Labour Party, which has been putting forward policies which are in the best interest of Jamaica. On that note, we thank the people of Jamaica again for their support. We thank them for supporting the Jamaica Labour Party, for choosing Jamaica, and for choosing the Jamaica Labour Party. Thank you much to members of the media who attended this media conference, and for those of you in Jamaica and overseas who tuned in. We appreciate your listenership and your viewership. Have a very good afternoon.
Advice that we have received from our lawyers who attended the final counts is that a magisterial recount is unlikely to change the outcome in any of the seats. While we don't have sufficient evidence to mount a legal challenge against the outcome of the election, I'm not seeking to in any way suggest that we are not accepting that the government that has been elected will be duly constituted. I don't want to go down that road. I don't think that's a wise road for Jamaica.
And it's a shame and disgrace. You know, it's a hard pain to suffer, you know.
Yeah, man, but over in South Chilani, I cannot blame anyone. I can't blame the Prime Minister, I can't blame the Member of Parliament. The people have a choice and they choose.
Yeah, man.
I was promising them road. People them say we don't want no road, man. I promised them water in their house, in their pipes.
You're a good man.
Be satisfied with the person where we give me one black tank. That's what they say they want.
You're a good man, but what hurts me is like Jamaican people don't know what they want. Nah, it's like, I don't know, man. I tell you, it's sickening, you know. Can't stand a Labour government. 5 more years of oppression, hardship, no accountability, lot of corruption. The country is going down the drain.
Yeah.
Food prices are increasing. Country is not growing. You know, it's sad.
Yeah.
And when I look at the stars like you, who's supposed to be, you know, an MP, you know, you would be such a great asset to Chile, and for you not to be elected, it's a shame.
Yeah, man, it's really sad. It's really sad because that's something that I really want to do. Most of a lot of persons who are maybe MPs now don't really want to do it, you know. They just, you know, somebody just introduce it to them and end up with their money, and then they were lucky enough to go through.
That's the thing what I don't like with Jamaica, this vote buying thing. If the people endure hardship for over a period of time, and come into an election, no. You let people deceive you, use money and deceive you. And that's a short-term thing.
That's
Money,
what politicians have been doing for over the years now.
exactly.
You keep the
It's
people
a
hungry for 4.5 years and then you feed them for 6 months and they forgot that they were hungry for 4.5 years.
I wouldn't even expand on 6 months. They just give you like a couple of days money.
Yeah, man. Hello. Hello. Yes, you want to talk to me on the live? Hold on. Yeah, all right. Yeah, good night, good night.
We have to act. No watch what nobody wants to do. What Galaxy will do. You're going to come to victory.
Okay.
So God bless you tonight. I'm continue to pray for you.
All right. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Yeah, man. Happy for the prayers. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir, Pat Moore. I've been saying people endure hardship. Because this government now, it's, they have, before they won.
Yes.
Yeah, before they won the election, it was 9 years they were in power. And, and trust me, nobody, the Labour government has done nothing. And you are going to tell me now that prior to an election, people are going to make money deceive you. People don't sit down and vote. You need to vote for policies and plans.
Yeah.
That's what people need to vote for. People just give you a 2-day money and you are going to make the wrong decision. It's a shame. It's a shame,
Yeah.
Even was watching the PNP has a press conference today. As soon as the PNP finish their press conference, here comes the JLP press conference. Here comes the line again.
Okay.
You're telling the public, Christopher Tufton is saying that there is no case of vote buying. That's something that's broad in the atmosphere.
Yeah, man.
What is it that you are saying to people? You don't even have no plan. That's what hurt me. The Labour Party not no plan.
Yes.
But,
man,
keep strong.
Good evening.
Our prayers are
Mr.
with
Evans,
you.
good evening. Yeah, man, but it is what it is. But things have to change. Over in South Trelawney, the vote buying is at its highest point. And a lot of persons, as the persons that are buying vote in South Trelawney, these are some of the persons who really plan to go and run after. They not even realize that they are destroying politics, That's even by time this set of JLP or this set of politicians leave. Anybody come contact, so they might brought the people.
Exactly.
I don't know which one of them are going to run politics.
Me I listen you know, man. I can't believe intelligent youth like you when me know for me a youth.
No, man, you don't know what youth.
Well, like, they look thing, the brother.
No, man, what make you say?
You make your money, brother. You never have to go to politics, You make your money, You never have to in politics a quarrel with people, You make your money. I mean, you know that.
Brother, you can have this madman for your life attack foolishness, man.
You see me?
No, man.
You know say you make your money, but when before politics.
Let me tell you,
make your money. Not before politics.
Quiet a little bit, my Marvin. Quiet a little bit. Me know say a lot of men, these soul people, they are listen you. So me just want to clarify something. No, man, I listen. Hold on. Marvin, let me tell you something. Marvin.
What's the point of argument? What is he saying to you? You want to be a madman you attack to?
No way.
This is a madman you attack to.
No man, I want to give him a little time still. Marvin,
yeah, but
let me tell you something. Marvin, let me tell you something.
Yeah, time I talk to India, mad somebody that they attack young politics. I'm only for mad people in Jamaica, and I mean, don't know what the matter. What the point and argument? Where is this conversation heading? What me not understand?
The man say
We all over the place. You know, I'm mad somebody that.
the man say me come from somewhere between Spalding and Christiana.
But what's the point? What's the point of the argument? What's the relevance? Why am I get?
You don't need to explain anything to him.
Me not understand the foundation of the argument.
He didn't vote for you.
No man.
So you don't need to explain nothing to him. Let him come off your life.
Let him come. Why you entertaining people like that? You know?
No man.
You
have some people. You have some people from Chilani time. More chance because there's certain burning, certain things we are burning.
Sir Patmore, where is the conversation heading? What's the good night? Where is the conversation heading?
Good night, sir.
Me just say that one. No, but anytime you hear somebody say me no come from Chilani, I wonder why I think, you know.
No, but you must say
there's nobody will promote Chilani like me.
Go do some volunteer hours or something.
Yeah man, but I know that.
Something better.
But there's nobody, there's no individual from South Chilani we promote South Chilani like me. Me one of the man with no ram for say boy Chilani and me yard. That's where I was born. Me one of the 70s baby. We go be left from Lower 60 to Lower All-Age School, from Lower School to go Homewood. So when me hear somebody I say, me really have to wonder why I think or where I come from.
You enter politics.
Because if he say come from Mendistown, he's supposed to know say me come a Lower School.
Good night, chat.
Right.
Yeah.
But you don't need to explain to him all of that.
He needs to go and talk to his Stephen Prime Minister and the rest of the colleagues of his.
South Chilani, if that not change, South Chilani doom. I can't.
Mr. Patmore, this man come on your platform to attack.
Whatever pattern they were running in South Chilani, they're running it all over Jamaica. That's the JLP way of doing things.
Exactly.
So so with him trying to challenge you about her fraud election, that she's
a 1 month the JLP campaign final.
Yeah.
JLP campaign for 1 month. And we campaign for 2 years.
You know,
because they know what they're up to. They know what they're going to do.
I can tell you, South Chilani is in a bad state right now. Bad state. We are talking only just around 1% of houses in South Chilani have pipe water. 1%, you know. So 99% of South Chilani don't have no running water in.
Hey, Mr. Patmore.
Yeah.
A Curland me come from, you know. And I got Christiana high school in the 80s. Right? No, me are one of them that come out to Curland and they're firing and turn a millionaire.
Yes.
And I no look back up there. Me have a look up business up there, but me no really look back up there because all that the youth that will come on tonight. Is that nice way about telling us to shut up, you know?
Yeah. But no man, because him are one of the persons, there was other persons who have benefit from the buying of vote, you know. They're not stay at Chilani, you know, for build Chilani.
Let me tell you something, partner. When we come to Jamaica, I farm up my rest. And I can give you the history from Heading to farm up in the north and the south. Wagwan. I can give you the history. I know everything Wagwan. You come like if me they jump on the plane and come vote, but I waste my vote. You understand?
Yeah.
But I can give you the history of Wagwan from Heading to farm. I know everything.
The Patmore, right?
Yeah.
That piece of road from Bridge that is in Rock Springs or Wilson that lead on to the flankers community area. Who done that piece of road?
Which street? Run a Rock Spring?
That is Yeah. And flanker side.
No man, I must say.
When you make the left for
What you
flankers,
mean? What you mean? Who do
when you make the left for flankers, man, and come out
Come in
upper
from
Wilson.
Albert Town and then you turn
Yeah, yeah.
and say, welcome to that turn.
Let me tell you something. There are areas in that constituency that I was reliably informed from people who live in that area were strong PNP area. Remember the other day the Prime Minister handed over some houses to residents who were burnt out. That area I am
then see breeze. They not wanna come tell me say also Prime Minister them are giving no free. I'm tell you say it's free now.
all of them are free. Let me tell you something.
Man, listen.
Hello, Sea Breeze, don't talk what you don't know. Sea Breeze, don't talk what you don't know.
Good fruit and bad fruit together. You understand?
Look here, can I continue? Let me just finish what I'm saying because I have to go to work. Let me just finish and leave you alone. But let me tell you something. You see that area?
Like I'm important,
listen
like
me now?
more than the 300 people. Okay?
Listen me now. You see that area? You see that area there? I hear from people who live there. That era was strong PNP. When those people got burnt out, the PNP representative didn't even come by to look at them. The Prime Minister took advantage of that. And I am told that in that area, not one person voted for PNP. Not one of them.
Wow. I think you were host down there.
No, dear listen, not one of them voted for PNP.
You know that 100%.
100%.
And you go to everybody else and ask them.
Sabres, that is not the question.
Come on, man. Come on,
that is not, that is not the question. That is not what the man talk about.
Me know, but he must say nobody, and he must prove 100%.
That is the nobody. I have been reliably
PMP.
So hold on. So you then believe that every box that come from Mark Golding constituency have a JLP vote in it?
You believe that? Say a while ago, my community is a diet labor right, and 8 people vote in for PMP, and you have to tell me now, say nobody knows.
Because you're one, that doesn't mean it doesn't exist anywhere. It doesn't.
All right,
wherever their located office are, you will realize that most of the equipment and supplies are there.
Yes.
Because in my area, there's a JLP that mentioned that, hey, there's beds and all this in whatever location. I can't really say.
Yes.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff.
No man, but I never see first time all along when persons like people are buy votes and we just jam. I can tell you there was still some pride in it. A man we are hide and do it. It's the first time where it just be a face like a man with persons just tell me say people just walk up behind them. Where are the money there, you know? That type of vibes.
Yes, it's true.
I just be a face. I know like nobody. People are hiding.
We're saying in the comment section, so much life. You understand?
Yeah, man.
People stand up and talk for them once.
Yeah, man, but it